Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Leah. I like to talk about chronic illness, mental health and acne. So if you're interested in any of those things, why not hit subscribe? It might be the best thing you've done all year. So in today's video, I want to talk about some of the products that are really helping me whilst I am on isotretinoin, better known as Roaccutane, for my acne. As many of you may know, Roaccutane really dries out your skin and it can be a little bit difficult to manage. So I thought I would share with you some of the things that are really helping me through my Roaccutane journey. I didn't want to call the video my Roaccutane skincare routine because one of the products I'm going to show you I'm not actually using at the moment, but I just wanted to recommend it, and some of the things I kind of dip in and out of as well. So I'm just going to share some of the products that are really helping me. It essentially is my skincare routine. So I thought I would kind of go through the skincare process in order with you. It makes sense to talk about cleansers and then moisturizers and then anything else after that. So let's get started. So to cleanse my face, I will obviously first remove my makeup, and then I will use this new cleanser that I found. To remove my makeup, I have been using the Garnier Micellar water. Now, I was using this before I went on to Roaccutane because I just found it great. It's good to remove makeup with, but also at one point when I was really struggling to get my skin under control, even before I started Roaccutane, I really kind of stripped my skincare routine back and stopped using all the harsh chemicals and things on my skin. And I thought maybe I would try and go as basic as I could. So I was using this as a cleanser. Some people just use it to remove their makeup, but it does cleanse your skin as well. So even if I wasn't removing makeup, I'd use this in the morning as well, just to kind of cleanse my face. And at the moment, I'm really struggling to wash my face, and I know how weird that might sound. Because of the way that the Roaccutane treatment has kind of really damaged my skin, it's become so sensitive now that sometimes I can't manage to cleanse it properly, or I definitely can't exfoliate some days. It's got to the point now where it literally feels like I'm rubbing sandpaper on my face. So some days I will just use this as my cleanser, just to remove any dirt, any impurities that are on my skin, just to give it a bit of a cleanse as gently as possible. And this really does do the job. It's really gentle for me. I've got this massive bottle because I use so much of it. And a little bit of a trick, this is about £7 in Boots and £4 on Amazon, I realised the other day. So just a little tip for you there. So yeah, so I'm finding the Garnier Micellar water really helpful. If you do want something a little bit more moisturising, they also do a milky one. It's quite new, and it's just the same as the micellar water, but it's well, it's a bit more milky. It's not so good at removing makeup as the water one is, but it definitely kind of moisturizes your skin a lot better. So if your skin's really dry, I would recommend trying this out. It has really helped my dry skin. I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw the milky one, but it kind of gives you a little bit more moisture than just the micellar water. It's just really soothing if you've got really dry skin. So that is another option for micellar water as well. So I've spoken about using those when I can't really cleanse my face. That's not happening so often now, because I found a new cleanser and it has really helped me. And that is the La Roche-Posay, I don't know how you say this, Effaclar H. Anyway, it's a La Roche-Posay cleanser. You can kind of make of that what you will. I don't know that I'm pronouncing it right. I looked up La Roche-Posay cleansers because I was really struggling to cleanse my skin, as I've mentioned, because it just felt so sore, and any kind of cleansers that I was using in the shower would kind of dry it out a lot more. I know that La Roche-Posay are really good for people with problem skin, people with really dry skin. Somebody that I know cannot use any sun cream apart from La Roche-Posay, otherwise they come up in really bad eczema, and that includes E45 and Cetraban, all that kind of stuff. So I thought, why not have a browse and see if they do a cleanser, and they do. And this cleanser is actually for skin that has been dried out by acne treatments. So in a way, this is kind of aimed at people who are using Roaccutane or maybe just benzoyl peroxide or something, but I figured this must be really good for acne. And it's been really good so far. I was a bit worried when I first started using it because it was kind of leaving my skin a bit red, but recently it hasn't been so bad, so it seems to be working well for me. So this is a cleanser that you wash off in the shower. So if I'm in the shower, I'll just pump some onto my fingers and rub it in and just kind of wash my face with it, obviously, and then I just rinse it off over the shower, under the shower. Or if I'm not in the shower, then I do it over the sink. I wipe it off with a muslin cloth. Now there's something that I have been using alongside this cleanser just to exfoliate my skin a little bit, and that is one of these face brushes, which I'm sure everybody has seen by now. And this is one of the exfoliating brushes that come with 3 different heads. So this comes with a softer kind of just a daily general cleansing brush. It comes with another brush head where the bristles are a little bit firmer, and that's the exfoliating brush. And then the other one that it comes with, which is my favourite, hence it's already on the brush, is this silicone one. I'm not really sure how well you can see that, but this is my favourite out of all the brushes. I feel like the other two just kind of aggravate my skin because obviously it's so sensitive at the moment, and the silicone head is the only one that my skin can tolerate at the moment. So all I'll do is apply some cleanser to my face. Some people do it directly onto the brush, but I like to rub it into my face first, and then I'll just turn this on. It's got 2 sleeves, and I will use that to cleanse my face, and that will exfoliate my skin and help to get rid of all the dead skin that I have on my face now since being on Roaccutane. I never thought I'd see the day that I had to exfoliate to remove visible dead skin, but here I am 4 months into Roaccutane, and that's what I'm needing to do. So this, like I said, the silicone one is the only one that I can tolerate at the moment. So if you have really sensitive skin, in my experience, I would recommend you use the silicone head, and that's really good for me. I have tried the others as well, but yeah, at the moment this is really helping me. I can't do it every day because my skin has become that sensitive that if I do it every day, it just makes my skin too sore. So I can only do that in moderation. I may do it every other day, sometimes a little bit less, depends kind of how my skin's looking and if I'm going to be putting on makeup or anything like that. So there's one more cleanser that I wanted to show you, and I'm not using this one at the moment, and the only reason for that is because the current routine is working so well. I don't want to kind of interfere with that, but I still wanted to talk about it because I discovered it a couple of years ago, and that was when I had really acne prone skin, and it really helped me. It helped my acne, it helped to soothe my acne, and it does kind of moisturize your face as well, because it's a little bit like a balm, and that is the Lush Ultra Bland Cleanser. Again, this is one that you wash off of your face when you finish with it. It's quite messy, so if you ever use Ultra Bland, please take it from me, please don't try and use it with one of the brushes, because I tried it with the exfoliating brush about a year ago and it's completely ruined it. The bristles have just gone horrible. But it looks like this, and you just kind of scoop it out and wash your face with it, obviously onto dry skin. So I rubbed it into my face and wiped it off with a muslin cloth or a flannel, and I found that that would leave my skin feeling really refreshed. So even though I'm not using it at the moment for the reasons I said before, I still kind of see Ultra Bland as a really reliable skincare product that if ever I feel that this routine isn't working for me anymore, I'll definitely go back to it. I won't be throwing that away. I just think it's a really good product. So whether you are on Roaccutane yourself or you just have acne prone skin, I would really recommend the Lush Ultra Bland. So those are all of my cleansers, so now it's time to move on to moisturisers. I've only got 2 here to show you, but I'm kind of going between the 2. So the first one that I will show you is one that was actually given to me before I went onto Roaccutane treatment, because my hands were so bad. I get really dry, cracked hands. I don't know if it's some kind of dermatitis, but it gets very, very sore and cracks and bleeds, and to the point where people can see it and they say, what's wrong with your hands? So this was given to me then just for my hands, and that is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. The reason why I'm showing this to you is because I am now using this all over my body. Now that I am starting to get dry skin everywhere as a result of the Roaccutane treatment, I find that this cream is amazing at repairing those kind of eczema patches. Honestly, I apply it maybe a couple of times and I can already see results. I'm not even joking. I'd never heard of this brand before, but when this runs out I will definitely be getting some more. So I don't know if it's high-end or high street, I'm not really sure because I hadn't heard of it, but I am so glad that this was gifted to me because this is the best moisturiser I have ever used, ever. I honestly do see almost instant results, and it just really soothes it and it lasts. It's much better than any of the other moisturisers that I've tried. So I have been using this on kind of my arms and legs as well now. It's quite thick. It's a little bit like an emollient. It's not perfumed or anything like that, so it's really, really good for sensitive skin. I have used it on my face a couple of times, but generally I just use it on my hands and my body, on the eczema patches, because I've now got kind of eczema patches on my skin, which I have seen that has happened to a few people who have been on Roaccutane treatment, but I find that this really, really helps. So if you are struggling with really dry skin, I would definitely recommend this moisturiser. I will link all of these products in the description box below for your reference. So I mentioned I haven't really used that one on my face. That's because I've been using the Aveeno moisturiser on my face. So when I had my second appointment with the dermatologist, so that was kind of my follow-up from my 1 month follow-up from being put on Roaccutane, I was asked which moisturiser I was using, and I told her that I was using a simple moisturiser, and the one I was using was a water-based moisturiser because before my skin dried out from Roaccutane, it was really important that I used a water-based moisturiser on my face and not oil-based, otherwise it would just send my acne into a frenzy. It was just really, really, really bad for my oily, acne-prone skin. I've always kind of noticed it feels like it kind of stings a little bit, and people have said to me, but Simple is like all natural products, how can that sting? But I can assure you, Simple products have always stung my face. Especially I tried one of their under eye creams and that really, really stung. And my dermatologist did say to me they don't really recommend Simple because it tends to sting a bit, so I was glad I wasn't the only one, and she recommended that I try Aveeno. I didn't really know which one to get because I hadn't used Aveeno before and they were mostly lotions, and I didn't know whether I needed lotion or cream. I found that they have a cream, so that's the one I got rather than lotion because I just thought that might be more appropriate for my face. Pre-Roaccutane, I would never have used a product like this on my face. I would have been too scared to because I would have felt that's way too heavy for my acne prone skin, but this has been a really, really good moisturiser. So this is the moisturiser that I'm using on my face after I've cleansed. I found that I can't moisturise immediately after cleansing if I'm using the La Roche-Posay product and moisturising, because I find that then it can make my skin sting a little bit. So usually what I'll do is I'll just let my skin settle and then I will put the Aveeno moisturiser on. So that was the one that was recommended to me by the dermatologist, and honestly after I've washed my face I can suddenly feel it feels really, really dry and kind of really tight. And it's not very pleasant, but as soon as I put the Aveeno cream on, it really does kind of instantly relieve that feeling. So I definitely recommend the Aveeno moisturiser. I haven't had any reactions to it or anything like that, and it seems to be unperfumed, the cream. So yeah, this has been really, really helpful. So we've covered cleansers and moisturisers, but there are two other things that I wouldn't be able to live without since being on Roaccutane treatment, and that is a lip scrub and a good lip balm. If you didn't know, everybody on Roaccutane will have really, really dry lips. It happens to everybody. The way that Roaccutane works is that it kind of stops your skin's natural oil production, so everybody gets really, really dry lips, and you can get dry, the inside of your nose gets dry and your eyes get dry. I just made a funny noise. I've really been struggling with my lips at times, but I have found the most amazing lip balm and it's really helped. So before I go on to that, I'll just show you the scrub that I've been using, which is the Lush Cookie Dough Lip Scrub. Not gonna lie guys, a little bit disappointed with the flavour. I don't like it. If you didn't know, Lush lip balms are actually edible. They're made with sugar, so all you need to do is scoop a little bit out and scrub it on your lips to exfoliate your lips and remove any dead skin cells, and then you can actually just lick away the residue. So they come in a few different flavours. I've tried the chocolate one before, that was quite nice, but cookie dough, I'm not being funny, but it's rank, so I don't really like doing it. But it really helps to scrub my lips sometimes before I put my lip balm on, which is the Burt's Bees lip balm. I'm just using the original Burt's Bees lip balm. They do come in a few different flavours. I'm interested to try the honey one next. The only thing with the original one is that it's got peppermint in it, and I didn't realise, and I really like that because it leaves you feeling really fresh, and sometimes it tingles a little bit, which is quite nice. But sometimes if you put it on just before you eat, it kind of tarnishes the flavour of your food, a little bit like when you've just cleaned your teeth. The Burt's Bees lip balm has been amazing. When I first got put on Roaccutane and my lips were suffering, I went to Boots and I raided the lip balm section, and I bought a couple of others, and the others didn't do barely anything. But the Burt's Bees lip balm, honestly, this is the best lip balm that I've ever used. When my lips are feeling really dry and I put this on, it gives me instant relief, and also it lasts for a long time. I'm applying it throughout the day because I was advised by the dermatology nurse to apply it every 20 to 30 minutes, and that seems to be really doing the job. It really does revive my cracked and sore lips because they get really sore, let me tell you. Sometimes I get a little bit lazy and I don't apply it very often, and boy can I tell when I haven't applied it very often. My lips feel really awful, but as soon as I put this on, it really helps. So honestly, I would hugely recommend the Burt's Bees lip balm. This is honestly the best lip balm I've ever used, and Roaccutane lips are very hard to manage and get on top of, but this has definitely done the job. I'm going through them so quickly, and I ordered 4 the other day, and I've just got them all around my house, and I absolutely love it. So if I was going to recommend any lip balm in the world, it would always be Burt's Bees. And even when I finish my Roaccutane treatment and my lips aren't quite so dry, I will still definitely always have a Burt's Bees lip balm nearby. Okay guys, so those are the products that really helped me on Roaccutane, and that I would definitely recommend to anybody else that's going through Roaccutane treatment at the moment. I really do hope that this video was helpful in some way. If you did find it useful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I really look forward to seeing you in my next video. And before I go, if there are any products that you want to share with the Roaccutane community, that's a thing I just made up, please do leave it in the comments below. I'm sure it would really help somebody out, and it might even help me. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!